welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing this look for you guys. Obviously, I don't know why I always say that. It's just like a natural thing in my videos to be like, on today's video, I'm going to be doing this look. So this video was basically just inspired by one product, which is pretty crazy. That's how amazing this product is. You guys know I love the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and I was recently very shocked when they sent me their newest skin perfector. It's actually a limited edition shade. It's in the shade Prismatic Amethyst, and it's a beautiful, like, I can't even explain. It's like an iridescent like color. I feel like I'm in space somewhere in a galaxy far, far away when I look at this. The minute I saw it, I was like, this is absolutely beautiful. One, I didn't want to touch it. I didn't even want to swatch it because it's so pretty. And two, I was like, it's beautiful and I love it and I'm obsessed, but is this going to work on my skin? So this was the first time I ever actually applied this on my skin. You guys know my skin tone, obviously, like I'm like got kind of golden brown color. I don't know, like my olive? I don't even know what skin tone I am. I have yellow, I guess, undertone. So anyway, I wasn't sure if it was gonna look good on my skin, but I did know that I wanted to test it out. So I was actually scared because I'm like, if this doesn't work out, it's gonna mess up the entire tutorial. So I had my fingers crossed and I just did this look and it actually worked out. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, this highlight is amazing. I didn't use any like a setting spray, anything on my brush. This is literally with like 3 coats of it just dry on my face. It looks so good. I actually also incorporated this skin perfector on my lids as a lid color as well. So anyway, now you guys know what this look was inspired by 2 minutes later. So I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's just get straight into the tutorial. So getting started, I'm going to use my Smashbox Primer Oil, which is essential for me at this time of year because my skin gets super dry, like really dry, as you can see, and red. So I apply that first, and then I am applying my Smashbox Hydrating Primer just to add another dose of moisture to my skin before we begin applying our makeup. Now for the eyes, I'm using this Milk Makeup Eye Pigment, and it's just a beautiful metallic pink shade. I'm applying that to my lids as a base color, and then after that's done, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mad About Matte Palette number 2, and I'm using this muted pink tone, and I'm applying that into the crease area with just an e.l.f. Blending brush. Now I'm just taking the cream shade from the palette. I'm going to apply that into the brow bone area. I actually outlined my brows with some concealer prior to filming this video, and I obviously did my eyebrows. So this cream color really adheres to the brow bone because of that concealer that's already on there. It's a really great way to help the brow bone highlight color just look super smooth. So I recommend doing that first. Now I'm using the Becca Limited Edition Skin Perfector. It's a beautiful amethyst color, and I'm going to use this highlighter on my lids just to intensify that beautiful pigment that we applied. And I'm also going to drag it down towards the inner corner of the eye. It just really gives the eye look something extra special because this color is very unique. I don't really see it available very often. I've never used anything like this, so I thought it would give this look a little extra something. Once that's done, I'm going in with a medium to dark brown eyeshadow shade, and I'm just going to use it to lightly outline the crease area to define it a little bit more. It's not necessarily a cut crease, but if you want to call it that, you definitely can. For me, it's just really creating a little bit more depth into the crease area because I want the amethyst color to stand out more and not look like it's just, you know, on top of my lids. I want it to really pop. So outlining the crease really helps to do this. Now I'm just really quickly going back in with that blending brush we used for the muted rose shade, and I'm just going over the look and just blending it out a little bit more and just kind of perfecting it before we go into lashes and mascara. Alright, so magically, through the magic of editing, I have already applied my mascara and my lashes. I will leave them linked below. And now moving on to foundation, using my Hourglass Vanishing foundation stick, just applying it throughout my face. This is a really great foundation because it's buildable. I like to use a flat top brush to blend this out, and it leaves a nice, smooth, even coverage. It's one of my favorite foundations, especially right now because it is kind of moisturizing, which I really like, and my skin is going through the struggle right now with the seasons changing and whatnot, as you can see. So it really helps to remove any redness on the skin. And again, it is buildable. I did a fairly light amount on the face. As you can see, you can still see my my freckles and stuff, which we will end up covering up with concealer, which is why I didn't go in so hard on the foundation side of things. But it blends really easily, and I do really highly recommend it just because it is so buildable. It's so versatile. You can do lightweight coverage or heavier coverage, and it still looks really good. Now using the Tarte Shape Tape, which is actually my favorite concealer of the moment. It's so good. I'm using that to contour and conceal. So we're going to go into the inner corner of the eye and drag it out. It doesn't have to be a perfect V shape. We just want to make sure we're creating a nice line and blending it downward. And we're doing that on both sides of the face. And then we're also going to add it along the bridge of the nose, the chin, and the forehead to highlight. Alright, so next up we're using our e.l.f. Tried and True Cream Contour Palette. I'm using the second to darkest contour shade. I'm just outlining first with the e.l.f. Selfie Ready Powder Brush, which you know is my favorite brush for cream contouring. So just adding a bit onto all of the areas I want to create some more depth, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend everything out. Once I'm done contouring, I'm just going to go back in with that flat top brush that we used for our foundation. I'm going to blend out the concealer. Now I'm using the new Becca powder. This one is in the shade Golden Hour, which I think is a universal tone for this powder. It does have a peachy tone to it, as you can see. On camera it looks a little bit more on the salmon side, I feel like. So I'm just packing that onto the under eye to bake. I'm also going to apply it in the bridge of my nose, the chin, the forehead, and I do like this powder, but I would have to say that the Laura Mercier powder is still my #1. Next, using my Rimmel a natural bronzer, I'm going to go over the cream contour to set everything. Now I'm going to blend out the brightening powder. And as you can see, this powder, I don't know if you can tell, but it does have a bit of shimmer. They're not very, you know, like it's very fine shimmer, and it's not super strong where it just looks like your entire face is glowing and beaming. So it's just like the right amount of shimmer. You don't even have to really use highlighter if you don't want to, because it really does add a nice light shimmer effect. But like I said, you know, the Laura Mercier one is definitely matte. There is no shimmer in it, which is why I like it, and I like the tone of the Laura Mercier powder as opposed to this one, because this one is a little bit on the darker side. Now I'm going into the lower lash line, now that I've baked and everything, with that muted rose color from the e.l.f. Mad About Matte palette #2, and I'm just coating that onto the lower lash line, and I just really like the smokiness that it gives to the lower lash line. And I'm just going ahead with the same fluffy blending brush. As long as you're using a controlled hand motion, you won't get a bunch of pigment all over the place. So just be really easy and just go really light with it and just build it as you go, and it'll give you this really nice smoky look under the eye. So going back in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, I'm using that in the inner corner of the eyes just to create a little bit more light into the inner corners. It really helps to make the eyes pop. Now I'm using my MAC blush in Gingerly, which you guys know is my tried and true. I love this one. I feel like it complements my skin tone the best and it gives me a nice bronzy look. So just applying that to the cheeks. And here we go. I'm going in with that Shimmering Skin Perfector. I'm applying it to the cheekbones. It is like so intense, so pigmented. And might I add, I actually didn't spray my brush with any Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray. I'm really just using the brush dry, and it's giving me this intense color. I'm really glad that I didn't add anything to the brush because it would have been a little too intense for my liking. And so I'm just applying it, just glides on, and it's just like, honestly, it looks so good. And I was so worried because I wasn't sure this color was going to go well with my skin, but I think it looks really cool. So now for the lips, I'm going to be doing an ombre type effect. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Posie K, and I'm going to be outlining my lips with it and then just lightly feathering it into the lip, just lightly. As you can see, it doesn't have to be, you know, totally perfect or anything like that, because we are going to go over it. As you can see, I'm going over it with Koko K from Kylie Cosmetics, which is a nice light pink color. And I really like this because it does give you a really nice ombre effect. I've never tried this before, so this was the first time, and I really like how it turned out. Alright, so obviously this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to, and thumbs up this video if you did like it and you don't want to leave a comment. You just want to let a girl know that you liked it. Just hit the thumbs up if you'd like. No pressure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!